Hi everyone, this is launch log T-6, and today's launch log is actually pretty late. Because I crashed um, right halfway through my work, and I had to go to sleep. I just needed more time, and so I'm reporting in because I made a commitment, but I didn't finish what I wanted to do today. So I'm just being upfront and honest. Okay, so where were we before I started, and then where did I end up? So this is the old landing page. This is the default one provided by Podia, and basically they give you a landing page builder, right? Which is I thought something that I wanted because I don't want to waste too much time coding. But I couldn't get over this kind of annoying banner. It just didn't feel great. And I wanted a bit more control. So these are all the elements that they give you. Like they give you like a hero, they give you some text, they give you a table of contents thing you can do bullet points with. You can do testimonials like that. No pictures. Maybe you can customize that, whatever. Categories, column. This could be 3 columns, I think. Yep, like that. And then you can have individual listings, and I felt like a little bit constrained by that. They also have a very nice chat function, which if I sat there all day, I could talk to people, but it probably is more of a nice to have than maybe it is real. Maybe not. So that's what I do give up, this chat thing. Okay, so where did I end up? Also, before that, I actually had mucked around with coding my own thing. I think this definitely looks nicer. And then the question is like, how much more effort would it take to make a full landing page with all the stuff? Which also means like I have to think about design and I have to think about copy plus coding it up, right? So coding it up is actually like maybe like 30%, and then the other 70% is like I have to think about this stuff. So I was really like jumping back and forth between like what do I want the design to be because I didn't know, what do I want the copy to be because I didn't know, what do I want the code to be. So that was the difficult bit. On my cheat sheet, which you can see on github.com/Swix/launch cheat sheet, I have a list of landing pages that I've decided to save for inspiration. And really I think the two that really appeal to me are the refactoring UI book, which if you can't tell, it's the same Tailwind copy, and obviously they care a lot about design, and if I can copy their design decisions, which I totally can, I can base it off of that. Some of the decisions I thought were a little, I wanted to depart a little bit, maybe unwise, but whatever. It's also for like a little bit of flexing originality. So this is Adam's first book, Adam Wathan, who created Refactoring UI and Tailwind. So he has a formula, obviously book first, and then he now likes email versus just straight up and buy. I do have to set up ConvertKit. I have an account. They're really annoying about like they don't want you to use Gmail. They want you to use a paid email, and I know I got to do that. It's just really I hate marketing technology anyway. And then like what's inside, blah blah blah. What I really like is this thing where you can really see like, okay, he pushes the big one first, and then he pushes the middle, and then it's like, okay, if you're really lame, you buy the lowest one. That is appealing, right? Like you're actually trying to upsell me with like a nice orange button and all that. So, oops, sorry. I think I just like screwed up. Anyway, okay, so like in terms of landing page, I think this one appeals to me the most for this project. All right, so let's see where I ended up with. So here is the same hero section. Then I had some basic copy, which I copied over from my Gumroad page. And this is what I started. I mean, I spent a whole day writing this as well when I started this whole endeavor. Day one was just picking title, picking image, and then writing copy. the table of contents I added later. But it was this is basically unchanged from the first day. So yeah, I mean this has sold about $5,000 worth of books, and there's probably some value here, right? So that's the idea. But I mean, there's so much, like, the problem with Tailwind is that they don't give you anything by default, right? So you have to figure out, like, these are supposed to be bullet points. Tailwind just strips it out for you. Thank you, Tailwind. And I got to figure out what I want to do with that. So then I still have a lot that hasn't been changed from the refactoring UI thing. So these are all in progress, and that's a lot of like copy plus design. Like if I worked in Figma and I just like forgot the code, I might have proceeded a lot faster. I just don't know Figma, and I felt like I was really constrained by that for sure. Okay, so I did get a couple quotes from friends. So Randall like read the whole book the same day. she gave me a nice quote here. And then so here now we come to the packages. So I decided on I really want to have 3 packages just to see what it works, what it's like. I mean, I could sell the whole thing on one package for sure, but I am donating money to Free Code Camp, and I honestly just want to see how well I can do with this with packages, because like this is my first product. I want to stretch my wings and have the full experience of like the challenge of like constructing a package that's compelling. So I went into the duck theme and just said like if you want the big kahuna, the big duck, this is an actual phenomenon it's like an artwork that's replicated around the world. You know what? Let's just see the big duck. There's a Wikipedia page around it. Big duck, and oh no, that's a building. No, that's not it. Big rubber duck. Yeah, rubber duck sculpture. So yeah, this has been all over the world, and it's some sort of artist thing. I don't know. It makes people happy. That's all I know. I look at it and it looks really happy. So this is for future makers. This is for people who, want to do what I'm doing right now, in future, and I can give them all the behind the scenes. I'm thinking about offering, consultation, but I want to value more my time more highly than $200. So I may actually relegate this to like a separate package. I don't know. And then the duck race package. I mean, I have an idea for like a third package if I strip out this one, which means it's like a 4-week group call session where I answer questions and then we can form cohorts and all that. So I'm not really sure how to make that happen, because that would basically be going down the Tiago Forte route. Tiago Forte is the guy who made Building a Second Brain. This one, which is a course that I myself went through, also costs about $200-ish. But he's done years of, holy shit. $999? What? Okay, I bought it. I bought this way earlier than $999. I think he definitely like raised it while he's closed, and then he'll offer a sale when it's launched. Okay, so then the real one that I expect most people to get is the middle one, of course. That's what everyone does. I called it a duck race. I don't know if I'm being too cute with this, metaphor or whatever. Yeah. So basically, it's book plus community, and I expect the community to be like a lively, group of people. Discussing the book, and you just get more value out of like having people to chat with who've read the book. That's the whole pitch, and I'm gonna charge you $50 for that. Basically, because I'm moderating it and all that, and it's gonna be work. But I mean, I expect good things to come from it. I do need to set really good ground rules, because basically people can buy things and show up and misbehave, and I got to address that. But ultimately, not the. I mean, hopefully, it just doesn't blow up in my face. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, and then the last package is like the cutesy one. They just pulled up a shitty stock photo of a rubber duck. So it's a really like gives you the impression that like, hey, I really want you to buy this top one, you know. So you know, I don't have the ability to mock up images like this. So that's a little bit of my creative sort of problem solving around this. It looks less premium and it looks more clownish, but I mean, I think I don't know. The theme fits. This one makes me smile. This one makes me smile. We'll see what happens. I mean, I can still change the name later. The the main thing is like I waited basically till this week to try to figure out what the tiers are, and then I'm like, oh shit, I spent all my time writing this book, and then I don't have the other two really mapped out. So that's a little bit annoying. But I mean, we are where we are, so I'm just reporting in. Carlos Rosa also gave in a nice tutorial, nice testimonial, so that's great. And I have some others coming in. So and then I copied the frequently asked questions from there, from refactoring UI. Okay, so where we stand with the testimonials is that some people have come in, and I started putting check boxes next to them. I still haven't asked some of these other people, so I mean I just probably won't get around to them because like just wrangling these things are enough. Danny Bromovel. So just before I started recording this, Danny Bromovel gave in a very nice public endorsement, which is just amazing, and that's all I need. But I mean that's where we are at. I'm basically just like, let's get rid of this. I don't know what this is. Yeah, okay. This is like an announcement, secret thing that I'm working on. Nat probably send in more PRs. Let's see his PRs. Nat's a really good, like he's just on it consistently, so I need to keep up with him. So I did not do this today. Did not do this today. Look at the Fiverr review. Fiverr work. I really want myself to look at Fiverr. All right. Should I look at Fiverr? Okay. Well, let's see what Fiverr has done for me. Fiverr.com. Because I did have one project complete. I don't know who completed it, but dashboard. No. Manage requests. No messages. Sam Gill. All right. So, okay. Yep, they're all late. Nope. Sure. Let me know when you're done. Basically, all of the. I mean, I requested 2, and 2 out of 2 asked for more time and made me spend revision requests. I don't know if this is a trick that most Fiverr people make, but they're all late, and I cannot sell any of these. So that's Fiverr for you. And yeah, okay. Answer sketch note people via email. I also asked a separate agency, and I know they got back to me on email. I just haven't responded yet because I was focusing on other things. So yeah, that's what I did today. There was some time spent messing around. So a friend of mine, Evil Penguin, I don't actually know his real name, released MD Specs, which is like a nice way of authoring, right? So this is what totally an indulgence. I do not need this, but it was just like nice to try it out and give him some feedback. Basically, this is MDX force felt. If you're not a React MDX developer, that will make no sense to you. But basically, it turns authoring from like something like this is the hero section that you saw, into something that looks more like this, where it's markdown, and then the markdown is converted via components which I specify here, and I can I can really like these are all the components that I want to work with on a repeated basis. And then I can just write markdown here, and it'll just translate nicely to components. And I can insert interactivity like JavaScript in there, and I can change sections if I want to. This is common in regular MDX as well, but the Svelte version lets you add interactivity in inline, which is really nice. Okay, so that's a little bit of behind the scenes, but I mean, my goal is that this should be coming along. So this is on okay, so staging.crackingandcodingcareer.com. This is where I have things in staging, right? So I haven't pushed it to prod yet. As far as prod is concerned, and this is a lot of how begin.com works, which is the hosting site that I'm using. Whoa, okay, it's got to be a triple W. I gotta set that up. So right now it just redirects people to the Gumroad page, which is very nice, because people can actually buy. But on T-1, I'm going to switch it over to this thing, and I'm hopefully going to have it all worked out. And then we'll be live, and people can buy stuff, and will essentially be launched. I do need to collect a little bit more in terms of testimonials, and I got to work out this copy. I have a feeling that I should not. So like Adam really walked you through like the things that he's put in, and like the emphasizing the design. I don't have to emphasize design because I'm not selling design. So my impression is that I just need to show the table of contents. I need to show the rationale. Like I have an idea of like, show what problem I'm addressing, right? Like I actually got some feedback that like it wasn't clear enough that I was targeting early career devs. So I said that that person had not seen this landing page. So this is very clear what I'm addressing. And then I want to show the hole in the market that I see. I want to show my credibility for addressing that. And then I want to show what's in it. And essentially, like, if people see testimonials and table of contents, and if it's something that they want enough, they'll at least buy this. And then I need to also talk about the community, and then I also need to appeal to makers. Yeah. I think there's also a strong case to be made for managers buying on the team level. So I do need to also just like say like, hey, if you want to buy for a team, here's a team license, and make that super clear. Okay. So, and then I also need to mention somewhere, like I want to really make clear that like, every purchase 25% goes to free code camp. So I might just replicate it on every single button, or I might just have like a little sticky pop up here. And then I want to insert some fun elements, because all this is like a static page, but because I'm using Svelte, like and I'm making a custom thing, I can go nuts. So that's a little bit of a luxury. I mean, in order to do this, I need to be very sure that I've addressed everything else that's important, right? So like, there's content that needs to be done. I got some feedback that I need to rework the book cover. So I do need to do that. I need to wrangle testimonials. But yeah, I mean, it's T-6. I have 5 more days. I don't know. I'm feeling more anxious now, because like I'm taking this site in my own hands. It looks better. And I have more control. It's great. Yeah, I'm just, I got really tired yesterday. That's all I can say. Like, definitely a little bit of burnout. Launching in 2 weeks, even with 2 weeks dedicated to launching, is a fairly stressful thing. Obviously, I did some writing like last week, but now like most of the writing is done. You know what? Okay, let's type check. So tomorrow, type check all the pages. And what I mean by type check is basically that the overwhelming feedback that I got from readers was that it is the easy one. Like the layout for some of the versions were was obviously broken. So let's look at V 4.0, which I ship to people. Page 17 had like an overflow thing over here. You see. So I already addressed that, but then like I don't know. I have 450 pages. Like I don't know where else I have this issue. I mean, oh, there we go. I saw one. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. Twitter/Reddit. Basically, anything with a slash is problematic. So let me just go fix that right away. Not that one. This one. I also have to work with Quincy on his forward, so that will be interesting. Twitter, Reddit, etc. And then yeah, I just need to go through and figure out what all the overflows are, and it's kind of annoying. So basically, softcover actually generates a bunch of warnings when I do this. So that look at this. Overfull each box, at lines 310. Should do every trustworthy guardian. Okay. Trustworthy guardian. So that's a marketing yourself. Don't share secrets. Okay. So, and then I can go here and then just look at marketing yourself. Where the hell is that? Don't share secrets. Did I really say that here? I don't think I said that here. Huh. Trustworthy. Yeah, see that's a small little overflow. Oh god, that's annoying. What am I supposed to do with that? Just do it right. Oh god. Trustworthy. To show. Yeah. So it's gonna be a lot of annoying like fixing of that. Like obviously, I'm sure Markdown has some sort of magic command that fixes this, but I'm up to here with my Markdown knowledge. Sorry, not Markdown, LaTeX, because it took me a while to build up all this custom styling, and I don't want to touch it anymore. It's just like a giant unmaintainable mess. I mean, I tried to document it as much as possible, but really, like, if I wanted to do this right, I have to learn LaTeX. The other thing that is also interesting was I did a survey, and twitter.com/fix, and I'm sure my notifications are blowing up right now. Okay, so survey. Yeah, 1,500 responses. I said EPUB, MOBI, or PDF. I always want to know your preference. So PDF did work out in the end, but it's basically a third. And I've been focusing overly much on PDF, and because that's how I read, And so Gumroad says that this is. So Gumroad says that PDF are the far and away favorite, but I'm not sure that they're right. Because PDFs are what people offer, so of course they are the most downloaded. So yeah, people want to read EPUBs and MOBIs, and I want to give it to them. So that means I have to pay attention to them, and I haven't been. I've look at this. I mean, there's no proper spacing. Like it's just not great. So, and the thing I'm least proud of, I'll show you right now, is something I haven't figured out yet. Hang on. So I don't know what the fuck this is. That's all I got to say about that. I think this is something I introduced. So if I go back to the earlier versions, and then I go here, it starts like this. So I did something wrong here with the EPUB, and then the Mobi versions, I completely have not looked at. So this is let's look at it for the first time. I do have a Kindle, so I'm going to be looking at it off screen, but whatever. Let's just see how it looks on Calibre. If this is terrible, don't kill me for this. Okay, what the fuck is that? Anyway, yep. I don't know what this is. It's not good. Spacing. What is this? There's some kind of weird cutoff here. I don't like that. All right, let's look at some random pages. Yeah, it's mostly spacing. It's mostly indentation. Everything that I did for PDF, I now have to repeat for. I mean, I don't know if they let me. They're very constrained about layout. So that's where's Apple Books. Yeah, so look, like indentation here, these are things that I was told that I had to remove, and I spent time removing them. So like, look at the PDF version. There's no indentation, and there's proper spacing between paragraphs. I mean, those are really, really basic. And it's fine if like I don't get that right, because I think people value different things when they come to EPUB. Like they want to be able to value reflows. Do I just like increase font like that? Yeah, a bigger font, great. Like it helps readers, helps me sometimes. I sometimes read at big fonts. So really got to figure that out. I just need to make this look presentable, which means getting rid of the other stuff. Anyway, so you get my meaning. A lot to do left. I think this, but I think still doable within 6 days, within 5 days. I just need to be a lot more productive. Like today, I just crashed, and I just woke up from like 4 hours of sleep. So that's me. See you tomorrow.